how screwed we are.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to restart it. All right. Yes. 20920. Welcome back, guys. Thank you, Henley, for hosting this. Welcome, Imperialist, Henpire. Always great to have you guys on. We are talking about clocks in my chat. Excellent, excellent. So, I am still working my way through the giant pile of math that is this battle. And I would just like the players to throw their thoughts in here while I tell you just how bad it is. And
Math
trust me.
equals we're dying.
Yeah, it's bad. It's horrible, actually.
Yeah. We're really, really, really screwed. I had 2 terrible rolls. 2 1 in 20 chances that really, really screwed us.
Let's see here. You had how many men left?
150.
You had 154, right?
200, and we just lost 75% more of them.
Yeah, you had 154 left. You lose 75%. So you lost 115. You have 39 men remaining.
Lovely. Let's see. Please, can we disengage?
And actually, all of your remaining men are going to be captured by AL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
are we captured as well?
yes.
Okay.
You know what?
have
If you
no
don't,
choice.
if you don't want to be captured, you won't be. But it's literally just going to be the 2 of you, and you'll have to make your disengage roll if you want to bug out.
We're going to try and disengage because I'm sure he's going to kill us, execute us if we are captured.
All right. So AL captures 37 knights.
Well, do we know if he ransoms or does he just execute?
He normally ransoms, but you guys are the leaders who literally spit in his son's faces over and over again. And you're good friends with Sir Marcus, who he has a bounty on.
Yeah, it sounds like escape is kind of the plan here.
Okay, so I'm going to run the numbers down. As it currently stands, Aidwald's center battalion is basically gone. The
Yes.
only remaining members are Erik and Kai, respectively playing Sir Aidwald and Banneret Aidwald and Sir Callan. Actually, Callan might be a Banneret as well. Right? You have most of your old stuff, right? Do you have at least 4 knights pledged to you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're a Banneret as well. My bad. AL has still has 1,998 men left. He lost nothing in the last hour of fighting.
I'm sure he just sends the giants against us again.
Yeah, he basically just keeps sending the giants. Germain has 17,700 men, and he is facing off against Aesquine. Aesquine is down to 729. Aesquine has lost, well, he's lost 1,300 men, so he's lost, what, like 65% of his forces? Germain has him outnumbered pretty heavily, almost 2-1. On the other hand, Sir Blaine's on the right flank has 183 men left versus Sir Colin, who has 657. So pretty much your center is gone. Colin outnumbers Blaine's like 3-1, and Germain is holding the line and slowly digging down on Aesquire on the left. So that's how round 4 went.
Send out the dragons. Well, please not the dragons, just the giants.
He's
you
not
need to make
actually
your
the-
you need to make your 3d6 roll. Let's see how badly pinned down your unit gets. And by unit, I of course just mean you and your good friend Sir Callian. This calculator is getting so much use today.
Yeah.
13. Okay. 13 is you get a +5 to your roll. Make your roll. You need a success. If you get a success, you can withdraw.
I'm watching you, Erik.
If you
No,
fail,
not really. Turn your
it's
camera
going to
off.
be bad. Excellent.
Success.
Okay.
I think we're withdrawing. I'm really sure we're withdrawing.
All right. Ael's men now redeploy against Tremaine the Dragon. That's what they spend their battalion action doing this round, is to re-engage. And let's figure out how the other sub-commanders go. Successes across the board, so everybody loses 10% of their men. Aid Weld withdraws. AL redeploys. Germain Lanes. Asquine and Colin. Success. And so the unit numbers are Aid Weld. Destroyed.
Yep.
AL. 1998. Germain. So he loses 170 men. So 1537. Lanes loses 18 men. 165. Asquine. This is a horribly bloody battle, by the way. This has gone terrible for both sides.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's gone really badly.
Do we fold into another unit at this point, or
If
what?
you want to, you won't be able to take command of a battalion, but you can just lead the two of yourselves to another flank.
I was thinking we just fight in another.
Yeah. Where do you want to go to?
Germain sounds like the fun side.
You mean the people who are actually defending pretty well?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the final round of combat, so you're in it. Whatever opponent you deploy against, you're going to have to face it. You're at Germain's, so Germain was outnumbering his enemy, but I think that just got completely reversed. So 1998 plus Asquine 657. His dad comes and helps him out. Yeah, it's now 2,655 versus Germain's 1537 plus the two of you. So 1539. He has 170% of your force. So I think it's appropriate to give him like a +3 on his battle roll for the unit. Because he doesn't horribly outnumber you, just a little bit. So why don't you make your 3d6 roll for round 6 to see what happens with your unit when you try to re-engage.
Oh, do I make it for him, or shouldn't?
You're making it for the two of you. Just the two of you. A 6. That's very bad. It's not triple twos, is it? Oh, fuck, it's triple twos! Okay, triple twos. Player battalion retreats. See section 4A. That's how bad it is. I literally have to go to the appendix. Retreat is the orderly withdrawal of forces from the battlefield. You still fight as you retreat if necessary. You don't need to do that. You are in a forced retreat. Okay, you leave the battlefield. That's all there is to it.
All right, well, there it goes. It was just the two of us, so.
Oh no! Oh! What just happened? Somebody just fumbled. This is bad. Okay.
Please be on their side.
It's not going to be on their side. It's Jermaine the Dragon. Holy shit.
Oh.
Oh, God. This might be why your side's retreating. Okay, AL gets a crit. And is going to capture a lot of Jermaine's men. So 1998 times 0.05, 5%, he captures 100 men. Men from Germain. Okay, Germain gets wrecked. He loses 75% of his force, so 1537 times 75. He loses 1152 men, leaving him with 385 during the retreat. Minus 100, so it's 285 men walk away.
Those
I feel like we're playing in one big game of
bubbles,
freeze tag.
Destroy you.
10 and 15. What does Colin have? Colin might be in some trouble. Colin has a 17. Okay, he's good. Everybody else is good. So we're going to do a final tally and see how bad the battle is. This is horrible, though.
Yeah.
Jermaine.
Just a little poorly.
Lanes, Ace Quine, and Colin.
So much for that alliance.
Yeah, Blaine's is basically down to nothing. 165
Oh, boy.
minus down to 149 men, which
So
means
much for that alliance. I mean, so much for Salisbury and Silchester.
in
Yeah.
total, Salisbury walks away. Salisbury Silchester walks away with 436 men out of the... What did you guys have originally?
Like 5,000.
Yeah, you had about 5,000. So I'm going to get the exact number for lulz.
This has not been a good day.
A2 and Blaine's bought... Oops, plus 900. Okay, so you had 4782, and you have 436. You have roughly 9% of the men you started with. Your men are completely shattered. This is one of the worst military defeats in the history of Britain.
Yep. Well, that whole debate about whether or not we were going to become vassals, I think that's been settled.
Yeah. Ace Quine loses 10%, so he gets 592. Oops. And Colin has 592 minus 59 for 533. Alright, and so Essex, Sussex, Ridichan ends with 1998 plus 592 plus 533, 3,123 men, and they take 100 plus 37 plus 90. No, that's it. They take 100 plus 90. They take 227 prisoners as capturees. Actually, you guys walk away with a huge percentage of capturees. You guys took 21. Oh no, you guys got captured. My bad. You walk away with one Horthkanaut that Adewald captured. One prisoner. Okay.
Yay!
Alright, so they have 3123 divided by 5,000. They have 62% of their original army. So that's about... That's pretty shattering military loss. It's not great. They're going to have to take time to rebuild, but obviously they completely outnumber you now. And more importantly, almost all of your peasants are dead. Like, they're not going to go back and work in the fields now. They're dead.
Yep.
It's going to be a hard winters for, like, a decade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you walk of shame. Like, I thought for a second that Kai was, like, taking sips from a flask of alcohol of some kind. I was like, wow, that literally drive this kid to drinking? The worst military defeat in human history. Okay, well, yeah, okay. Lucanus, you have called it. This battle is now called the Butchery of London. It shall be remembered as the Butchery at London.
I told you so seems a little too soon right now. Especially to the dead body of...
Yeah, are you, like, bearing Sir Sasha's dead body back and you're like, I'm so sorry, Sasha, but I told you so.
Adewald is seeing this as the righteous vengeance upon him for having slain.
Oh yeah, God definitely intervened in this battle. The Dice God.
Yeah.
Let me ask question. Didn't someone here fail a passion roll as well as...
Yes.
Yep.
Was it Colleen or was it...
Both of them did.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's dead. Colleen is, when he gets home, he's going to be disheartened. Or melancholy. He's going to be melancholy. So as soon as he gets back to a castle, he's immediately going to start being like, "Ugh, I'm emo. Don't touch me. I'm going to eat some poop." I think they sent Ace-Gwine after you guys with, like, a white flag, if you're willing to talk to him.
I don't think we have a whole lot of leverage here. We should probably listen.
So you will speak with him?
I suppose so, yes.
Yeah. So Ace-Gwine's like, "Well, it's good to see you again, Banneret Aidwald. Your forces seem to be decimated. That is the correct word to use here. Split into a force of 1/10 of what they once were."
Wow.
I had not believed it was so. I had heard from the Romans that this was something they were capable of, but I have never seen it myself.
Aidwall's just kind of taking it silently.
Okay, yeah. I feel like I'm trying to provoke you into some sort of trait roll, but you probably don't have high enough to force it. Like a pride roll?
I mean...
How high is your pride?
Pride? He has 16 modest.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll pride off of that. Okay, he puts his hands on his hips and says, "Well, Banneret Aidwald, it is too bad about Sir Sasha. I understand he went somewhat mad at the beginning of the battle and gave some terrible orders. I have good news, though. My father has decided to be very generous towards your rabble that you call an army. For double tribute, we will protect your lands from Serdic's raiders. Surely the forces of Wessex will come for you now that you are completely and utterly destroyed." That sounds reasonable, doesn't it? Double tribute. You would know, by the way, that double tribute will probably, like, absolutely destroy your county at this point. With the losses you've taken in peasantry, double tribute, it's going to take years to work that off.
I mean, we don't have any other choice. I think literally we have no choice.
Yeah, we don't really have any choice.
On the other hand, we could go turn and immediately swear ourselves to the other side.
I doubt, like, we don't really have much to provide to them.
I don't know about that. Here's the thing to remember about Salisbury. You guys fortified the shit out of it. It is a defensive nightmare. You got castles on castles on castles.
I think I don't like him. He just slaughtered all of our people, and he's severely weakened because even though we got the shit kicked out of us, a lot of his knights got killed.
Yeah, listen, that's literally true. He lost a lot of knights. He lost almost the entire Ridichan contingent, but he's still got about 3,000 like Saxon warriors ready to go.
But the question is, which of the two of them is stronger right now?
Oh, between him and Serdic?
Yeah.
Man, I feel like there's probably a role for that, too. But if you imply it, you could certainly imply that, Serdic would probably be stronger in a conversation with him. If that's what you're trying to do. Or are you attempting to discern in your head?
I'm attempting to discern in my head whether or not, because basically we're going to be fought over by either one. So the key question to our survival is, who's going to win between the two?
I think right now they're both equally powerful, and here's why. They have roughly an equal number of Saxon warriors, and they both have an English county to draw upon. Ale has Ridichan, which is greatly reduced, and half of Silchester. And Serdic has southern Britain to call upon.
But Serdic hasn't had a massive, terrible defeat.
Right, but Ale had twice as many Saxon warriors as he did until just
start
now.
with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he had his forces and his sons, Ace Quines. Yeah. So they're about even right now. It's a 50-50 split. Whoever you throw in with will probably have a pretty good advantage. Especially if you get Silchester to agree to it as well. Because Silchester's where the big battle's going to be fought. Silchester is the front lines between the two forces.
So what do you two think? I think we throw in with Serdic.
Chat's like, no! Don't divide it like a loaf! Don't make decisions! Retreat! Go home.
I have no input as I am dead. Sir Civ has not arrived yet.
See? You should go home. So you can get Sir Civ's opinion.
I think we're just gonna retreat.
I say ally with the people who haven't just destroyed us utterly.
Yeah, that's my vote. So we're just gonna book it out of there.
Okay, yeah, so you leave without making an agreement with him. He doesn't seem, too phased either way. He kind of expected you to be completely and utterly rude. I think he says something as you're leaving. He's like, "It is no surprise to me that even in the hour of your greatest defeat, the kind of which has not been seen since the likes of Sparta defeating the Persians, which probably happened after this point of history." I should have researched that real quick. Yeah, like, when did 300 take place?
BC, so yes.
Yeah, 480 BC. Yeah, he's like, just because this is like your Battle of Thermopylae, except you lost, and we're the Persian Empire, doesn't mean that you don't have to have any honor or politeness, friends of Marcus. When I find him, I'm going to hurt him. And you, like, keep riding off, and he returns. They don't send any riders after you guys. They just let your horribly battered contingent of, like, everyone in your group has, like, PTSD. They literally, out of 10 comrades, they watch 9 of them get killed right next to them.
So I think we are riding for the border, and then we're immediately sending a detachment to swear fealty to King Serdic.
Okay. Now let me ask, you feel that is appropriate for you to do?
I think we are going to inform the lady of the circumstances.
Okay.
And strongly recommend her take that course of action.
All right. So let's see here. $4.99, huh? Yeah, okay, I think they send Prince Sinric, or technically Atheling Sinric, to Sarum for you to swear loyalty to them. And they specifically request the highest ranking knight, which is Banneret Aidwald, kiss the ring of Prince Sinric.
He will do so.
Yeah. Because you're a modest dude. Why don't you give yourself a check to modesty, actually? Yeah, like, you're arranging this. Their terms are double tribute, or if you want to serve in their army and swear direct loyalty to them, single tribute.
I think I'm going to go for the swear direct loyalty. I want to get back at those other guys.
Do you have hatred of Saxons?
I have it. It was low. I think it really should be boosted.
Can you roll it real quick? I'm going to see if you, can actually physically force yourself to do this. This isn't a passion roll. I just want to see if you... Yeah, you have no problem doing this. You don't hate Saxons enough to be like, I would never swear loyalty to a Saxon, and kill Sinric on the spot. Or just throw up on his shoes or something. Yeah, no problem. You swallow your pride, and, camera zooms back in the hall. The Countess curtsies to him as well, and, all of the knights begin taking, bowing positions or like go on one knee, and it's like a wave. Even though it wouldn't make sense to have a wave, it's just like as the camera pulls back, each wave of them kneels down to look more badass, Michael Bay style. There's probably an explosion in the background, and there's some doves that come out from behind Cynric as he looks down on everyone in slow motion. He's like, yes.
And at the very, very far end, there's Sir Civ, Glory 1000.
Wow, that's rough, man.
So
Shouldn't you have at least like another 150 plus 3d6 or something?
150, yeah, that bit.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah, and finally...
we should do the battle glory calculation eventually.
We will. It's going to take the rest of the session, probably.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to do glory calculation while you guys are doing end of session.
Okay.
And you got... So, I think this is what's going to happen. I'm going to ask you guys to do your end of session and then talk through it with the audience while I do the glory stuff. That sound reasonable? Like, I'm not going to be able to segment you guys through it, because I'll be busy doing other stuff. Silchester, the actual city of Silchester and Levkomagus, everything on the western part of the county swears for Cynric and Cerdic as well. And so you allow yourselves with that end of things. Man, this is bad. So bad. Alright, let me just make sure I know. Okay, so yeah. The county of Kent appears to be unheld. Sussex and Essex swear to AL. Is Cairculum? I'm pretty sure Cairculum swears to AL as well now. Blah, blah, blah. Cerdic takes the Isle of Wight in 97. 98, the Count of Huntington swears to King AL. Yep, that happens. And in Devon... Alright, so the political landscape is rapidly changing. I'm going to montage the year for you. In Cornwall, there's a war. King Idres of Cornwall takes the army of Devon and the city of Exeter. The Count Urban surrenders and joins him, so Cornwall is finally reunited for the first time since the infamous feast. They are now like an independent force in southwest Britain that no one has an answer for. No one's really been paying attention to them, but in a single year, King Idres has like killed everyone who opposes him or forced them to swear. The Count of Huntingdon swears to King AL. The county does not pay tribute, but marches with them. Obviously, Ridichan has sworn as well. Kent stands alone against a shit ton of Saxons around them. Kent has basically sworn itself to be a neutral power. And let's see here. Oh, sorry, Kent is actually a holding. It is currently held by Ask, a unaffiliated Saxon. My bad. There's a lot of politics here. We're still at 498. That's it for 498. Christmas Court. Everyone thought last year was dark and difficult, but it's so much worse this year. The tribute payments take their toll. Surplus is nearly used up. The departure of Merlin is greeted with a mixed response. Some are glad the meddling old wizard is gone, while others are fearful that his help is all that is left to keep the land free. So, you lost a considerable amount of peasants, so you get 2d6 and then another 1d6 on the... Oh, that's actually really good. But you get a 3d6 bonus, so it's a 13. Your starting bad weather is a 13. Your land was essentially pillaged because you lost so many commoners, and then you have to pay tribute. One tribute, so you're at 3d6. Assume the skills of your wife are at 15 if you just got married.
Okay.
For anything that's going to be relevant.
And I'm gonna do the D3 roll for last time since I didn't get her.
Okay.
So.
All right. Yeah, and if you guys just want to narrate how you're doing while I do the glory calculation for that battle, that would be awesome.
All right, so let's find that table. Do any of you guys have it up?
No, but I don't really have much to do on it since, you know.
Oh, the winner table? I guess we should probably.
I mean, that's what.
Yeah, let's get the winner table out of the way because I have to do that for you because it's in my book, not yours. It's in the Great Pendragon campaign. All right, so. All right. Pull up this here. They have a 13. Kaylin, you get a fail, and you failed again versus them, so you have a normal year.
All right.
It works out great for you. Aidwald, you succeed and succeed. You have a normal year. And who is your new character there, Kroama? Civ?
Civ.
Civ? Let's see what he's got.
You said it's like £1 to get a steward, right?
Yep, 1 pound.
All right. And how much is his skill? Just a 10?
15, I think.
I'll definitely be doing that.
Yep. Sounds reasonable. I'm guessing that's a success for you?
Yes.
Okay. You have a normal year. So all of you earn 6 pounds of manor. Alright.
And that's including the tribute already?
The tribute, yes, was included in this particular roll.
Okay.
It's the extra d6 on top of your 2d6. So, let's see here. My thing says, if you guys want to go through end of year stuff on page 106 and talk through it, that would be awesome. I need to do some maths. I'm going to put this up so the audience can see what's happening, and I need to calculate your end of battle. Sasha, do you mind if I just skip past you since you failed and died horribly, so you really get almost nothing?
And it's not a son, so it doesn't carry.
Yeah,
up.
Is it your son? Oh, you didn't have a son, did you? Holy shit. That's horrible. Glory, you had a decisive defeat, so everything you get is going to be halved. You were in a huge battle, so you get 60 glory around. Okay. So...
That's the 90.
Right. So time to start building stuff. Well, so gonna do all of the various skill rolls for the year. So let's see how those go.
Yes! My loyalty goes back up.
Gotta stay loyal, dog. So for those watching for the first time, any skills that they used commonly during the year or got a critical on, they get a check mark in. They must now roll higher than that skill in order to improve it. Which, for something they're bad at, is easy to improve, and something they're good at, it's difficult to improve. You got a fumble on something, so you get 30, Colleen. Interesting. Aidwald, you got a shit ton of crits, man. Holy hell. With Withdrawals, redeploys. Okay. Alright, now to add it all up. And then divide it in half.
Ooh, nice. So, made all of the rolls for the year. Next is glory from income.
You got, yeah, you get the added
Income
cost.
influence.
You still can't go past 100, but yes.
And he also gets 100 for being a religious knight.
Yep.
So, 100 for income, 100 for
I mean,
traits.
does your income actually exceed 100 pounds?
It hasn't exceeded 100 pounds. It's
Okay.
73.
You get to earn up to the cost of what you have spent.
So 73, and then plus holding bonuses for the castle.
That together can't exceed 100, and it's only for the amount of money that you spend during the year.
Spend, not earn.
Yeah,
Okay.
spend. $210 divided by 2. All right, you guys ready to write down some glory?
Yes.
Okay, Aidwald, you earn 235 glory. And Colleen, you earned 105 glory.
So I earned 105. Alright.
Knights can learn magic flash 3389, but doing so causes them to take a permanent -8 to honor. For some of them, that might actually cause them to no longer be a knight. More importantly, the magic rules are not in any book I've read so far. They're basically Merlin can do whatever the fuck he wants. And
Yeah, that's basically it.
yeah, and everybody else, magic is kind of like, if they succeed on their magic roll, they get magic armor, and if they don't, they don't. There is one really cool fight with some guy with an Irish claymore that allows him to fight as if he has 4 arms and crits automatically with all of them. But that fight is crazy as hell. I'm pretty sure they'll die horribly when they get to it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Don't worry, it's not for like 100 years. Okay, how are you guys doing on getting through your... it looks like you're through your experience rolls, right?
Yeah.
Did anybody age? And I'm guessing if your squire was 20 years old, Aidwald,
He's
you
gone.
now have a new squire.
New squire, yes.
Yep. You get 1 year of having the perfect squire, and then you're boned. Okay. Oh, this is a terrible year. Alright, so Salisbury, West Silchester, ally against Essex, Sussex, Huntington, Riddichan, East Silchester, with Wessex, White. Alright, when it's put that way, they only have like 2 counties more than you. Plus a flood of... Well, I guess both sides are getting more Saxon warriors every year. Yeah, it's almost even. It's almost even. They basically have half a county on you guys. And you have no standing army. Salisbury's pretty much got it.
Yep.
It's a bad year. I want to know more about Sieve. Tell us about Sieve. Civ? Tell us about Civ. Who is Civ? Who is this mysterious Darksider? Do we lose Kroama?
Oh, I've been muting myself on my little controller, but I have muted myself on Skype as well, so I was double muted. I didn't notice.
Triple muted. Okay, yeah, tell us about him.
Civ was a nephew to Sasha the Herstu, son of Darius. Darius, although still alive, is sort of an age knight that I felt wasn't really appropriate to put into play. Hasn't really been around, but when he was growing up, took a lot of notes from his cousin. Yeah, cousin, Dobbin the Guarded, about the family trade secrets without taking his radical approach to protecting oneself. Very knowledgeable in things such as reading, knowing the ongoings of the current times, who people are and where they hail from, as well as noticing things where they come, and also studying up on battle after seeing the recent
horrible massacre.
Yes. Starting to read up on a lot of defeats around the world that he can find literature on. Though not an amazing fighter, he is more knowledgeable.
Okay. I'm guessing nobody hit the aging limit now that Sasha's dead.
Sasha would have been 41.
Yeah. Wow, man. All right, everyone had economic circumstance. Anybody want to do marriage? Anyone want to get married? Anyone?
Yes.
You're just gonna get married this year?
No.
You're gonna make your courtesy then?
Oh, let me see what my courtesy. I can't remember what I put it as. Yes, I'll start with courtesy.
You're gonna bank the courtesy then?
Yep.
All right,
Start
make
working
a roll. Yeah, you go to the Countess. She's surrounded by like hundreds of free wives right now. People like there's so many husbands who were killed. Yeah, Sir Sasha tribute right here. Sir Sasha was a manly man.
Mm-hmm.
The dude was just trying to keep the county from self-imploding and religious fire and indignation, and now it's open zone. When Marcus comes back next week, it's gonna be fire and hellstone, brimstone raining from the skies, and Satan rising. Yeah, okay, you can bank one courtesy, or you can try to just toss in and get a wife this year.
Not this year.
Okay, not this year.
Thank you, my lady.
We need to do childbirth rolls for any children, since all of you have either wards or children to take care of. So
I'm just gonna bank my courtesy roll as well.
okay, yeah.
Relative.
You're living superlatively?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, courtesy +1 as well. Are you going to try to get married there, Colleen, or are you just banking the bonus?
Just banking it.
Okay, let's do childbirth rolls for everyone.
And it is £1 to have a mistress for the
No,
year?
Kroama, +1 is to your marriage roll when you decide to finally cash in.
Alright.
Yeah. Yes, it is £1 for every mistress you'd like to have. Would you like to have one or more?
I would like to have one.
Okay, pay £1 and you maintain a mistress at home. Is she a handmaiden or a serving woman, an assistant seamstress, the younger system of some knight?
Whoever has the access to the best rumors and information of that sort.
Probably a handmaiden then.
Handmaiden. Then.
Yeah, you're like catching a handmaiden on the sly, sliding her some cash for information and booty.
For anything, any tips you might have.
You're literally Jeffrey Rush's character from that one Elizabethan movie. Holy shit. You're like, yeah, of course I want to have sex with all the young ladies. For money. Also, I'm the captain of intelligence. Okay, anybody else? If not, let's make the childbirth rolls for anyone who's married or has a kept woman.
So it's a +5 for superlative.
By the way, for those people watching for the first time, this game is super sexist. Watch from the beginning of the series. We outline how incredibly sexist it is. We're just leaning into it because this is period drama. What was the question?
What's the bonus for superlative?
Oh man, you're gonna make
I
me
think it's
answer this.
plus 12, right?
And on that note, for just the step above normal, which I can't remember the name of.
Superlative is +3 on childbirth, and plus. Oh no, your superlative.
I'm pretty sure it's 5.
+3 on childbirth and +5 on child survival. Oh no, +1 on child survival. Okay. Yeah.
17.
Only +1 on survival. What about the in-between
You have a
step?
child born. Roll a d6.
Am I muted?
No, I can hear
5.
you. I'm just
Okay. Sorry.
trying to get everything out of the way. Okay, you have a female child, Adewald. What was the question, Kroama?
Versus not superlative, but the step below that, the 3-pound one.
Yes, that is rich. Is a +1 on child survival and +3 on childbirth.
So wouldn't superlative be your child won't die? +2?
Yeah, superlative is a +1 on child survival and +5 to childbirth. Yes. And since in child survival, the only way your child can die is if you roll a 1. 23. Congratulations, Kroama. You have a bastard. Roll a d6.
Right off the
Please
bat.
make sure to mark down that this child is illegitimate, but you do have one.
Okay.
You can declare it your heir if you'd like to, but unfortunately, it's also a female, so you could raise her to be a knight, though. I ain't judging. We're allowing women to be knights in this game. We're not total bastards. Just, mostly. You got nothing, Colleen? Okay, let's go to child survival then, which everybody has to do. Especially you. I know you want that child to survive, Kai. You know you want that kid. On a 1 or a 2, a child dies. You have to roll for each kid. Oh no, Colleen! Oh no, who died?
One of Trumpurt's daughters, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh, do I have to roll for Sasha's son as well?
Yes, you have to roll for everyone who you are a ward of.
Yep,
Oh.
Trumpurt's 5-year-old daughter, Serena.
So what was the bonus for superlative?
+1.
Okay.
The only way you can fail is if you roll a 1 now.
Okay.
How old is that kid now?
He is 12.
Oh, 4 more years. 4 more years, and then he'll finally be past the death clock.
Oh, and I need to roll for the newborn, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Good
Okay.
enough. All right. A lot of you have sick children, but everyone survives except for Serena. Sad day for her.
Oh, what was the year again?
It is year 498. The end of 498.
Oh, just 498.
All right. Can everybody roll 2d20s for the end of year stuff for families? So,
I have no event. Nothing happens.
no event, and Civ. Which one is it? I need to hear it.
Civ.
Civ. Okay.
It's Sir Civ.
Civ. You have a death in your family, and it is your brother. Do you have a brother?
No, but I had an uncle.
Roll a d20.
Oh,
Listen,
wait.
the way this game works, you probably
Hold on,
have
a brother?
Yeah.
Yes, Steve does have a brother.
Well, he's dead now. He died. You know what? Him and Serena died in a tragic horse accident where a horse got loose while the two of you were like visiting each other's farms, and a horse got loose and stampeded over both of them, and then the horse's leg went lame and died. All of them died together. It was horrible. Just terrible omen. People say that it's because Colleen is cursed after his battle against the Saxons. Folks say that he's cursed by God for surviving when all his brothers died.
Hey, Adewald should be the one who's cursed.
Oh, don't worry. People talk shit about Adewald all the time. You realize he killed 90% of the knights in Salisbury. That's a lot of dead. That's a lot of dead husbands.
That's a lot of angry people.
Yeah, he's gonna be dodging some intrigue for the next decade.
Yeah.
All right, training and practice. Does anybody know what they'd like to put their practice rolls into?
Sword.
Sword.
Of course.
What? You think that we're gonna do it something else after all this?
Wait, so this was the end of 498, not the beginning.
498. That's correct.
Okay.
This is the end of 498. You're going into 499. You know what needs to happen now? I need to just have like another pack of northern Saxons just come in here and start a three-way battle. I'll have to think about that. That might be a cool way to like turn this into a horrible cluster of death. Obviously, what we really need is a group of mercenaries who live in a giant building capable of floating across an ocean, who are delivered by train from their military academy to the